2025 was a big year for business acquisitions. Inside of our group, Business Acquisition Mastery, we exist for one purpose and one purpose only: help people, everyday folks, W-2 employees, step into a high cash flowing business from day one. No fluff, no theory, just real businesses that you can operate on day one, producing cash flow of at least $300,000 a year or more, with a purchase acquisition value of at least $1 million to $20 million range. That's our sweet spot. These are the kinds of deals that change people's lives. Think about it for a minute. One deal at $300,000 plus in cash flow a year. This is before debt service, but let's just say we add another $100,000 worth of debt service. A $200,000 post-debt service cash flow business per year. How many investments are out there that will produce that kind of cash flow? Hence, the reason why we attract really the highest caliber of buyers inside of our group is because a lot of people have noticed that other asset classes, other types of investments don't pay out as much. Cash is king, particularly when it comes to cash you can use every day. So we've seen it happen time and time in 2025. In 2026 will be even bigger. Since launching our group, we have helped members buy businesses in all kinds of industries. But with the industries that we love are those resilient industry, recession-proof, AI-proof type industries that will be here 100 years from now, like HVAC, plumbing, electrical, auto repair, landscaping, multi-unit franchises. Some of our members have bought not one or two, but 5 locations at a time in some specific industries that we love because they're going to be around for a long time. People come to our group from all kinds of backgrounds: corporate professionals, real estate investors, first-time business owners who have a business, who own a business, but rather than doing a startup at a different location, they'd rather grow through acquisitions, which is a really great play. That's straight out of the private equity groups and family offices groups. These are all first-generation entrepreneurs, W-2 earners, and everybody has one thing in common. They are sick and tired of trading time for money. So here are some stats inside of group. In all the businesses our members have acquired, on average business generates $3 million a year in revenue. Most purchase at around the $1.5 to $2.2 million mark. Average annual cash flow, just under $500,000. Actually, to be exact, that's $497,000. That takes all the deals that we've done inside of a group in the last couple of years. From the slowest to the higher. Some have been over $1 million, some have been 100,000. But if you take them all, add them up, divided by the number of deals we've done, that's $497,000. I thought that would be very telling of the kind of lower middle market businesses we are going after. Collectively, our community has acquired over $120 million worth of cash flowing businesses. That's something that you can take to the bank. So my team and I actually did a year review, kind of a recap of what Business Acquisition Mastery, which is our group acquisition program, what we did in a year. And here are some interesting trends. I'm going to kind of read off from my notes here, but these are some of the top industries our students buy businesses in. HVAC and plumbing. I love this home services trade business because it tends to be recession-proof, higher and higher margins, essential services, evident through COVID, right? Easy to understand, operate, and improve with systems. But what I really like about these businesses that are licensed type businesses, which puts a high barrier of entry on the average person. You cannot just walk in and buy a licensed business. You have to have strategy, which is something we spend a lot of time inside of our group helping folks figure out how do we bridge that gap? How do we get to the license? How do we orchestrate and deal structure something to make sure that you get the license, because it's true for everybody. So we love them because they have that moat around the business. Not only is it essential, it has this high barrier of entries. Now, nobody's just going to show up and buy 15 trucks and try to put a plumbing business without having the licensing and the secret sauce and all that. So that what makes it ideal for business acquisitions. Number 2, roofing and construction in general. I love the trades. I've said that in many of my videos. I like it. I like roofing because consistent demand, and it varies across the country. When there's more weather inclemency, when there are more weather issues and storms and there'll be more of that. But across, it's just a really good business across the country. High ticket service, local dominance is key for us. Plenty of room to grow with marketing and project management. Several of our members actually bought businesses in this particular industry. Number 3, auto repair and body shops, happening more and more. Multiple members of our group bought auto repairs. We just had one deal that closed, actually a franchise deal, a resale, where I think it was a $300,000 a year in cash flow. People will always need their cars repaired. And this one was particularly a high-end franchise, Mako, and those are big wings for our group. Franchise support plus solid financials and the strength of the franchisor. Number 4, landscaping and painting businesses, simple operations, recurring revenue, and good SDE, which stands for seller discretionary earnings, low capital expenditures, and high owner benefit. One thing I would say about this, one of the holy grails when we analyze deals inside of our group, in which, by the way, we look at anywhere from 3 to 10 deals a week inside of our group. So when I'm looking at these deals, and we have a process in our blueprint that we take these deals through, and we have the deal analyzer, which is this tool that has over 100 formulas. The members inside of our group love it. You only get to use this tool inside of our group, plus other tools that we have. But one of the first things that asset test is the recurrence of revenue. We want high, sticky revenue that keeps coming back year after year. So whenever we run into a business that has an 80% plus recurrence of revenue, we love those. We have to figure out what do we need to do to get into that income stream. Because remember, if you're going to get a customer that's going to be with you 5 to 7 years or more, and you capture this business as year 1 or 2 of that recurring revenue cycle, it's just a good thing. You don't have to keep selling the business all over and over again. So you have to just provide good service, which is what really intend to do when you buy a business. You want to buy a great cash flowing business with great reviews, and you want to provide superior customer service. Number 5, multi-unit franchises. Now, we're not talking about just one unit play. We're talking about 3, 4, 5 units. We actually had 2 transactions this year that involved a Supercuts and a Molly Mates, actually in a Jamba Juice, multiple franchises. We love them for the same principles. They tend to be very sticky. And we looked at the recurrence of revenue, and we looked at the fact that there's no customer concentration issues in a lot of them. Proven pricing models, proven revenue models, strong back-end support, and easy to scale with operations help. What do we ultimately look for? We look for businesses that actually are kind of flat on their revenue, that have solid net income as evidenced by the tax returns, that don't have a website, the phone rings off the hook, there's no systems and operations, there's no standard operating protocols, there is no tracking of services, there's no return on ad spend, there's no marketing. Some of them don't even have a website, and yet they keep getting the same revenue every year. What we want to take a business where it's at, and we want to optimize it. We want to take our secrets, the things that we teach inside of our group, how to optimize. Because one of the things that we teach is when you buy a business, can you double its size in 5 years or less? If the answer is yes, what do we need to do to get it? Because we pay for the past and plan for the future. So all of these industries and more they're proven industries. There is demand for them. Lenders love them. They are systematizable. And most important, our members can win in them. And that's what we want. We want businesses that can be purchased, can become scaled, that we can buy others. Now, I want to take the time to highlight some of the spotlights and some of the members of our group. There were several members of our group that bought at least 2 businesses in a 12-month cycle. It's hard enough sometimes just buying business. Some of these folks bought 2 businesses. One of them is set to close on his 3rd business. We have a student, Alekia, who bought 2 businesses in one single year. That is a remarkable masterclass and case study. He shared his story inside of our group, and we're going to be doing a special case study when we actually go inside and visit all his locations, because as of this recording, he's about to close on his 3rd transaction in January 2026. He wraps all those up. We're going to get him with my film crew, boots on the ground, and we're going to do a whole entire interview around how he did it. And he shares all the insider knowledge inside of our group. So if you want to know more about our group, this is the time to join. Chris actually bought 2 businesses and looking to buy a 3rd one. He actually holds the record on the highest debt service coverage ratio It's 4 to 1. Now, if you know, you know. What we would look for, cash flow is king, and how to measure debt, cash flow over debt, is how we actually buy and scale businesses. There are other stories like that inside of our group, but one of the things I'm going to tell you is there are things that we're going to be doing in 2026 to accelerate the purchase. We want to double basically the number of businesses acquired next year. If you ever wanted to buy a business, 2026 will be the year. I'll leave you with this: as interest rates go down, your ability to purchase a business increases. There'll be a race to the bottom of interest rates in 2026, and there's going to be more money printed. Now, in some sense, it's going to become a seller's market, but right now we were dealing with a prime of 8.25 most of the year, and it started coming down now. I believe that if you bought a business in 2020, you remember that the prime was 2%, and people were buying businesses at 2%. And if you got it locked into a 10-year fix, but then you were locked into the rate, there's going to be a whole lot of that. There's going to be a whole lot of businesses being sold. Personally, in our brokerage, we are preparing to sell many businesses in 2026. And that is the key. If you want to get in the game, 2026 is going to be your year. And I'll talk about more of that in videos to come. Thank you so much for watching.